Well, the first thing is summer for us in the tourism industry in Montreal. It starts in June and then it finishes at the end of October. So we're almost half in there. And at this point, we feel satisfied with the results that we have. We have a stability on top of 2024 in terms of results. And we're looking forward. We've got positive numbers as well for the next 3 months, which would be August, September, and October. So relatively satisfied with the results considering the geopolitical climate and the start of June and with the weather that was, very unstable. Though. But I think where we have a bit of an issue was on the international front because with the tariff, and the war, the economic war, if you want, that started really in the March area. This is the time where European makes their decision around traveling to Canada. So we've got a bit of a lag in terms of the behavior, in terms of the purchasing of European on the international market. So we're down about 7 as well. But when you look at the US, just to go back on the US, the inventory from the airlines are down 10 to 15% because there's 35% less Canadians traveling this summer to the US. So you have to fill the planes on both sides, and therefore there's less inventory. So I think -7% at this point in the summer versus an inventory that's down 10 to 15 is relatively good news. So it's important for us to capture that spending. So despite the fact that there's -7% number of passengers from the US, mostly on the land portion, not on the aerial portion, on the aircraft portion, the spending is still above what it was last year. So the fact that their dollar was strengthened, has strengthened in the spring, gave us a boost in terms of the spending. Yeah, well, we've been investing onto winter for the last 3 years now. It's starting to pay off, right? Because we used to put the snow as an actor, a principal actor. Now it's not as much there, so we're really focusing on the cultural activities. And anytime we are marketing on the outside Quebec, we always use the playground aspect to it. It's all the number of festival, the culture, the gastronomy, with Michelin now being part of our DNA. So lots to focus on. When we compare ourselves to many of the cities in North America, we've got a lot more to do here than most. So because when we look at the events over the last 2-3 weeks, Oceania's a record. The tennis was just wonderful, 286,000. The Grand Prix was spectacular. And then this weekend we've got Lasso, which promises to be very exciting. Numbers are above last year. Ilsonic last weekend. Then we've got the Grand Prix cyclists that are coming up soon. So there's the marathon as well. So still a lot to do, and that's why we say that summer continues until the end of October, which are 2 strong months for us, for European traveler and U.S. traveler as well.